First of all, I mean, does that not tell you how good the ACC is? Because Florida State in that first half, I, I'm like, well, they're going to the Final Four. I mean, they looked absolutely unbeatable, and we were down 11, and I'm like, I feel okay. I felt really okay, and we were mad at our team because we felt like, there were 6 inches there that if we took 6 inches more space on their shooters, maybe they'd miss, and we weren't given that extra effort. But other than that, like, there wasn't a lot to adjust to. You had someone who, Massengill, she only had 5 threes in conference, and she hit 3 of them in our game. It was like they were going against the scout. They were playing amazing. And Latson was on the bench, and I was like, goodness gracious, like, they're really good. And they are really good, but it turns out Miami's really good too. And we pride ourselves on our defense. And, a team that, even when we played them in Tallahassee, they 26 in the first. We usually don't give up 20, over 20 every quarter, obviously. But they're that good. And that is a huge compliment to them and their staff and how well they've been playing all year. For us to have to just outscore them in the second half and drop 53 was necessary. And, an incredible performance by Haley, just incredible. But I felt like it was kind of like we needed to free her up. This is the first time I think you missed your first 2 or 3 shots, right? And
the last 3
even missed your first 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she stayed faithful, and I think, honestly, I think Hannah found her on a big play. Hannah had 4 assists in 16 minutes, but when Hannah played with Haley, she got Haley's timing, gave her a little bit on time on target. And I thought that started Haley catching fire. And that's something, they've been dealing with that their whole lives. But it's fun for me. That's my first year dealing with that twin thing. So I'm really happy. That's a huge win for us.
Coach, you mentioned it with what she was able to do. The 3 to get you lean and the free throws to keep the lead. Just the importance of
Yeah, turns out she didn't technically miss one, though.
No, I technically didn't.
Correct. Technically.
It says 10 for 11 on the thing. We got to correct that.
It's 10 for 10 on the
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you got lucky there.
Yeah.
Because we were in shock. But no, I mean, we're in the late game. We say, call the timeout unless Haley has the ball. That's how reliable she is from the line, and they knew that too. And they were one time trying not to foul her, but I think they did anyway. But we did special situations. We did late games. We moved players around out of position to get free because Florida State. That Bajetti's a really, really good defender. And but for us, to hold Latson to 12, I think is incredible. But the biggest number to me is that Florida State only had 6 fast break points. And we started out saying that our defense is predicated on good shot selection. And that's the best way to defend Florida State is do not only take Miami shots, only shots that your whole team recognizes. And so we can have 2 back and we can defend them. And I thought we were very mature in the shot selection that we took. I didn't see a lot of bad shots. And if they were, it was because we were more so tired. And then the team got really mad at each other when they did something like that, like a live ball turnover or a bad shot. They were really accountable to each other. And that helped free up my mind to coach a little bit, because it was hard. It was very hard to free Haley up, but and Destiny we tried to free up. But Jazz again, another great performance by Jazz. So, just a great basketball game. I mean, that was incredible. It was a lot of fun.
Coach, in addition to stopping them on transition, you also won the rebound battle by 19 boards.
Yeah.
FSU is one of the best offensive rebounding teams.
Yeah, they only had 6. They only had 6. Incredible performance, and then I think a lot of them were in that stretch in the fourth, and we had Jazz out, and Hannah was playing great, but we were getting beat on the glass, so we needed Jazz in. So it took Hannah out, and I said, Hannah, you're playing great, but we just need rebounding. And she goes, I get it, yes, of course, go with Jazz. So that's where I'm saying we were very selfless tonight, and very much a team. What a team win! I mean, Zaria Spearman plays a nice first half, picks up a couple fouls, doesn't play at all until Lola fouls out and comes in and has that huge putback. And, for her to bounce back like that, I mean, she could have been pouting on the bench there, and she came back in and really stepped up for us. So that's changed with us. I mean, the team's bigger than the self right now, and that's really important.
Haley, the 3 that got you guys in the lead, can you just take me through your mind?
Was that the bank one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
jeez.
you take me through that when you saw it go in, give you guys the first leads, and I think late in the first quarter, and then just take me through what was your reaction when you got that?
Yeah, it was a late shot clock, so I knew she was gonna bite, and I was trying to reject it. But yeah, the bank was my friend, so I was surprised by it, but it helped us. So.
Yeah, and just your game overall, they got 33 points. I think it's a career high for you. Just what was working so well for you today?
I just think trusting my shot, trusting my 3-point shot. A lot of my teammates were hitting me on kickbacks and drags, and that was the game plan. So just come in confident and just keep shooting.
And coach, big picture with this, obviously beating FSU in any aspect is a good win, but with how close all the standings are at the top of the conference, to get a big win like this against another one of those teams where you guys are going to be fighting for seeding and whatnot, just
Yeah.
to get that.
I mean, it's February and it's a home game and against a ranked team, and those look really good on your resume. The home games that you have a chance to win. Now, if we can, so we've had ranked opponents at home that we've beaten, and now we're going to have a couple on the road here, at least Duke for sure. And that's the next statement we got to make, I think, to separate ourselves. But if you watch that basketball game, you're really understanding, like, wait a minute, neither one of those teams is in first place in the ACC. Like, that was a high-level, ridiculously well-played basketball game, and we're tied for whatever now. I mean, it's like that's how good our league is. And I have been in the league as a player and a coach for a long time, and it has never been this hard from top to bottom. I think we've had, one year, my first year here, 3 teams went to the Final Four. Duke, Carolina, and Maryland was in the league. And I thought, why am I in this league? It was really good. And we played them all like in a 2-week span. And I thought, geez, like I made a mistake. This is really hard. But this year, I am telling you what, like, you think about us losing to Wake Forest and beating Clemson in overtime and thinking, and then Clemson and Wake can play Florida State like that too. And that's where this league is just, it's so hard. So our depth is really, really carrying us.
Anything else? Okay.
Thank you.
Just huge shout out to the crowd too. I mean, the students were there again. What a difference that makes. Our crowd, our veteran crowd, they were really invested, and I thought that was huge. It really helped us keep our energy and forget that our legs are so tired. So thanks to the crowd.
Yep.
Thank you.